Are you ready to create a life you crave? Let's spin that doom loop of negativity into an upward success cycle and start living lucky. Good morning. I'm Jana.
I'm Jason.
And we are living lucky.
I know that's right.
When you look good.
You feel good.
When you feel good.
You do good.
And when you do good.
You get good.
And you look good. It's
right.
a circular.
And you look good, doing good, getting good.
What?
That's right.
It's an exponential, circular, compound effect.
Yeah, it's the success cycle.
It really is. It really is. And we often on this podcast, we talk about feeling good. Well, today, Jason and I, we got a spray tan. Now, I know you guys are probably tired of us talking about our dance competition, but it's today. It's today. It's later tonight. So this morning, we got spray tanned. And we decided, you know what, we're going to look the part as much as we can, because when we went to dress rehearsal, we noticed that everybody looked so professional, didn't they?
Well, they sparkled.
They sparkled. And it wasn't just in their costumes.
And let's take this out of the dance context, because we can go back to years ago when I dressed in all navy, you dressed in all black. I mean, it was kind of the hip thing to do. Mm-hmm. But if you feel frumpy, if you feel dark and gloomy, look at what you're wearing sometimes. Sometimes it is a change of outfit. I'm not saying the clothes make the man or the clothes make the person, but what does it feel like when you dress like $1 million? I'm not saying put on $1 million outfit, but what does it feel like when you get dressed up to the nines and you feel special? Mm-hmm. And it's that feeling that goes with it. And when you look good, you feel good, you walk by the mirror and you kind of like, you do a double take, you're like, and you wink at yourself.
And that's what's happening. So Jason and I got spray tanned, and it is so magical what has happened to both of us.
I didn't realize how pasty I was.
Neither did I. Now, not only do I just feel like I have this sun glow to me, I mean, I literally...
It's a soul glow.
I feel a little younger. Do I look younger?
Well, you always look youthful.
But no, seriously.
But you do, yeah.
I feel like I've been out in the sun.
So now your appearance hasn't really changed, but your glow has changed. So the essence, when we talk about energy being contagious,
yes,
your energy that you're emitting is more youthful and more energetic.
I mean, I went and looked in the mirror and I felt like my teeth looked whiter. Do my teeth look whiter?
They do. I'm like, there she is. Look at that smile.
This is probably all just mental. It is probably all just a little bit of a mental illusion.
But how do you show up when you feel that way?
Exactly. And that's my point, is when we think that way, when we feel that way, it changes our energy. And all of a sudden, we show up a little differently.
When you show up like you can conquer the world, you start conquering the world. I mean, it's the way it works.
And the same thing happened to you.
Yes.
I mean, you came out of that tent. I mean, the lady came to our house to do this. Claudia was her name. She was our spray tan artist. I didn't know they were called artists.
Oh, yeah.
But yes.
Well, she is an artist.
It is like a
Look at what she's done.
Oh, right.
Look at this masterpiece.
Jason just held up his arms so that I could see his abs, just so that all of you out there knew exactly what he was doing. She did. She painted abs on you. Not that you didn't have them before.
I had one before. Now I've got 6.
She accentuated them. I think you have 8 now.
Love it.
Maybe added a couple.
Ryan Gosling, eat your heart out. If he's still relevant.
No, seriously. I mean, you came out of that tent. She set up a tent in our living room and started spraying. And next thing you know, you came out.
She's a regular Picasso.
In your underpants, and you were like, whoa, look at me. You had
Those were not my underpants. Those were my spray tan pants.
Oh, you have
my
spray tan
artist appropriate pants.
Well, you had a little bounce in your
Pants.
step,
Yeah.
not in your pants. Maybe
Whoa,
you did.
reel it back in.
Maybe you did.
Reel it back in.
But you had a little pep in your step.
I did.
How did it make you feel?
Well, so I didn't recognize, like, it's hard to tell what's changing when it's hard to see what's in the box or the label on the box when you're in it.
Yes.
So until I walked in front of the mirror, I didn't see the change. But I did feel like I was kind of pampering myself, because how often do you get someone to come to your house and do the spray tan? How often do we get someone to come to our house and do the massages? Those are kind of special things for me. So it's one of those things where it's like, do treat yourself every now and then, because even that act is
making you feel
better.
It's all in the way it makes you feel.
Yeah.
But it is a circular loop, because you said you see your reflection in the mirror and you're like, whoa, look at me.
You kind of stop, you kind of do a double take. You back
Whoa,
up and look again. And it's
Oh.
not a conceited thing. It's just like, hey, there you are. There's the you that I remember and that I'm going to be like.
I remember.
Yeah.
That I remember.
There's the you
It's
I've been
like-
wanting to show up as.
Yes.
And we have the power to show up as that you or that me
all
the time. But sometimes we need that extra little boost of remembering to show up as that person, because it's those little mental blocks. It's all in our head. It's all in that little 8 inches between our ears that keeps us from showing up in our fully potentialized manner.
No, I am not kidding you. I literally feel like I lost 10 pounds in just getting a spray tan. And I know that is all, again, between my ears. It's all between my ears. I feel like I lost 10 years. I feel like I lost 10 pounds, 10 years. And I feel like I upped my energy level, my vitality,
Well, there you go.
all in a spray tan.
And
it is so silly and so...
This section brought to you by Claudia, our spray tan audience.
It's so psychological, but...
It's all about the way you feel. So if you want to feel like you're living lucky, get in the living lucky stratosphere and start feeling like you're living lucky, because that's when you start creating your own luck. And it sounds simple, and it is not. We've spent years doing this.
Yes. And just to be clear, the three areas that we concentrate on are the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you act. Those three things. The way you think, the way you feel, and the way you act.
Because that produces your results.
If you think you're lucky, if you feel you're lucky, and if you act as you're lucky, you are lucky. You are lucky.
Yeah. And
if you can align those
yes.
three things with your divine design, then watch out, because God's got greatness and a purpose designed for you. And when you align those three things with God's purpose, then miracles start happening. And we have experienced it over and over and over. And this dance competition is just one of those crazy synchronicities, miracles. I don't care what you call it. It's living lucky.
Yeah, it becomes an unstoppable force. And it just keeps growing and compounding and you kind of wonder why things just keep getting better and better and better. And it's because you're not hitting the guardrails. You're not having to slow down, because you are in a nice alignment with the way things are supposed to be going. Your thoughts are lined up. Your feelings are...
You're slowly raising your vibration.
Yes.
You're slowly training your brain to look for the good, not only in yourself, but in the people around you, in your circumstances.
And you're acting in accordance with that, which creates results that provide affirmation that lead back into the new thoughts that say, yes, these results are getting me what I wanted. So now I can continue to change my beliefs to say, yes, my old beliefs were holding me back. These new beliefs are true, are the real truth. And now I can continue to act and feel in congruence with these aligned goals and aspirations.
And I also want to remind everyone that at the very foundation of all of this, it all starts with gratitude. Being in a state of gratitude, no matter where you are, no matter where you are in your life, whether you are down in the dumps or you are high on life, if you get into a state of gratitude, that is the ultimate state of receivership. And that is the beginning. That is the very beginning of living lucky.
If you can hear this.
I just smelt your burp.
You're welcome. If you can hear
Jason
this.
just burped and it just went in my face, just so y'all know.
And she is so grateful because if you can hear this, if you can get a breath into your lungs, even if it has a burp in it, there is something to be grateful for.
Lucky me. Lucky
That's
me.
right.
Oh, you know what? It did smell a little better because it was coming from such a
tan
tanned
individual.
face
That's
with
right.
such white teeth.
Tan, youthful individual with white teeth.
I'm just kidding you. At any rate, it's all about the way we feel. And today, whether it's just in my little brain, my spray tan helped me not only look good, but I feel good. And when I feel good, I
Do good.
And when I do
You
good,
get good.
ooh, and when I get good,
Life is good.
I win a dance championship. That's what happens. Thanks for joining us. Hey, you want to tune in on Monday because we are going to not only give you the results of what happens at this dance competition, but it will be the final time that we talk about it.
And hit us up on livinglucky.com and on Instagram because we'll have pictures of us with some of the Dancing with the Stars people and some people from the dance competition.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, thank you guys. I love you. And thanks again for all your support. I so appreciate all of the emails and all of the texts. Love you guys. Bye-bye. If the idea of living lucky appeals to you, visit us at startlivinglucky.com.